Mesdames, Messieurs, Messieurs les représentants des Nations Alliées, mon premier mot sera en votre nom à tous pour dire merci au général Eisenhower. Merci d'être revenu 7 ans plus tard et de ne plus être venu en chef de guerre libérateur, mais en garant de la paix future. Et je voudrais vous dire merci à vous tous, mesdames, messieurs, à vous tous habitants de cette région normande, car sans votre présence nombreuse chaque année, ces fêtes commémoratives auxquelles le comité du débarquement a voué tout son dévouement, ces fêtes commémoratives ne seraient rien. Mais, habitants de Normandie, vous vous souvenez, vous nous...
Monsieur le Président, Mesdames, Messieurs, quelques mots seulement. C'est un honneur d'être ici avec vous pour ces commémorations d'un anniversaire historique, D-Day. Comme représentant du gouvernement du Canada, je joins ma voix à ceux qui ont salué l'héroïsme du 6 juin 1944.
Monsieur le préfet, officier des armées alliées, mesdames, messieurs. Comme monsieur Triboulet vient de vous dire, je représente ici l'ambassadeur de Grande-Bretagne, qui regrette beaucoup qu'il ne peut pas assister aujourd'hui. Pour moi, c'est un honneur d'assister. Je suis très fier. Pour un officier britannique qui se rend en Normandie, ça représente une fois quelque chose de glorieux, quelque chose de triste. Quelque chose de glorieux en son sens que cela nous rappelle l'époque où, enfin, après 4 ans de séparation, nous avons pu retrouver nos amis alliés de France, avec la force nécessaire pour les aider à se libérer. Quelque chose de triste à cause des ruines que nous...
La parole est au général Eisenhower, commandant en chef de l'état-major atlantique. Le général vient à l'instant, avec son charmant sourire, de me prier de l'excuser auprès de vous tous s'il ne peut pas vous parler en français. Il vient de me dire combien il le regrettait, il en a l'air navré, mais puisque ces paroles vous seront traduites, puisque vous le verrez, puisque vous savez que son cœur est tout près de vos cœurs, je suis sûr que vous l'excuserez.
Citizens of a free world, the proudest, the most precious title by which I can address you. It is a title that we could not use except for the men who sleep out in this field forever, except for men who, like them, lie in unnumbered graves throughout the world. It is our most precious possession, and so I say, citizens of a free world. 7 years ago, the land and sea and air forces of the Allied nations launched the final blow against a tyranny entrenched on this continent of Europe. In weapons of war, guns and armor and planes, the Allies were to become, within a few months, the mightiest military machine that ever existed. Yet on the 6th of June, 1944, those who landed on Normandy's beaches were weak, measured against the defenses that awaited them. But they were strong in the spirit and resolution of the free world. With them rode the hopes of all who love freedom. Behind them, in the ever-increasing flood of supply and reinforcement, poured forward the might of the West. Ahead of them, in every town of France, they were assured a legion of friends whose aid and welcome would fortify their arms and hold up their hearts. So armed and supported, they could not fall short of complete victory. Here in Normandy, it is particularly fitting that we commemorate the glory and the sacrifice of the liberation. For you were eyewitnesses, and your towns bear mute testimony to the tragic cost that must be paid to regain freedom once freedom has been lost. The young men of the Allied force who died in the hedgerows, their wounded fellows, those of your families and friends who fell in war, your ravaged homes and fields, all these are part of the price which we of the West have paid. Today, the West is united to defend freedom before freedom is lost. Never again must there be a campaign of liberation fought on these shores. The integrity of all Western Europe must be defended against predatory force. In this endeavor, we seek only peace. But we know, out of tragic experience, that peace can never be the portion of the divided, the fearful, or of those who would stand aside in the vain hope that the hordes of tyranny might overlook them. We shall be strong only as we are one. And we look to the future, knowing that the strength of the free nations can be built into an invincible barrier against aggression. The free world is strong, spiritually, economically, materially. It has vast resources, technical skill, and productivity. Given the single ingredient of unity, unity in determination, in purpose, and in readiness to sacrifice, there is nothing it cannot accomplish. Gentlemen, those planes are most welcome today to remind us of the great power of the Air Force that belongs to us. They were even more welcome 7 years ago today. Those who seek the enslavement of men strive by every means to set us one against the other. They attempt in every free land to sow discord and dissension, turning neighbor against neighbor, fomenting class warfare, so that farmer and factory worker and manager alike may more easily be oppressed. Within the community of nations, they use every device of propaganda to separate us, so that one by one we may be more easily incorporated into the regimented world. They shall not succeed. We know that we want only a peace among nations that will permit all men of East and West alike to live decent and productive lives. The rulers of the communist world say that their purpose is the same. But how can we believe those who talk of liberty when they permit no liberty at home, who promise benefits to the workers, although millions labor in their slave camps, who speak of peasant problems with mock sympathy after wrenching from the peasants at home their land and produce? How can we believe those who talk of peace while they support aggression in the Orient and arm Eastern Germany in the face of no conceivable threat? The free world's partnership for peace will endure because its high purpose is to assure, for ourselves and for all who in good faith join with us, the freedom demanded by the dignity of man. Freedom is not won